G'day, this is Captainoob, and I've finally got a two-shot explosive weapon. This is the two-shot explosive Gatling gun with a 15% faster reload, which is useful, I guess. And right off the bat, we're doing 289 damage at base. Now we can improve that just a little bit if we go into our level up section here and apply Demolitions Expert. And if we feel like it, we can chuck a little bit more on with some Master Heavy Gunner. And that brings us to 446 damage. Now with the speedy receiver for the Gatling gun, we actually shoot kind of fast. If you've shot this with the standard receiver, it's kind of like double the speed, which is really useful. Got plenty of ammo in the mag. There's no sights on this, unfortunately. I haven't quite unlocked those just yet, but the way this thing fires, we can sort of use the traces of the bullets to sort of see where we're aiming. Also, we could also use just third-person camera to see what we can do there. So, without further ado, that's how we're going to keep it. Let's get into some gameplay. Be sure to have the Ammo Smith and Super Duper perk cards equipped when you create ammo for this thing. And for, I think it's like 10 steel, something in lead, and a little bit of gunpowder, you can make like, I don't know, it's 180 of these. So yeah, 8 gunpowder, 15 lead, and 30 steel, which is quite a drain on your resources, but you do get a fair amount of bullets with that. So that's alright. Okay, let's see how we can go with this, with a completely unoptimized build without power armor. I'm going to try this with sneaking because we're just cheap like that. So far so good, still in caution, getting some cheeky sneak attack criticals on these guys. Let's head in a little bit further. We are in danger now, but we can two-shot Super Mutant Warlords, so it's not like anything that they can throw at us is going to out-DPS us at all. So we're just free to sort of mosey on around, easily killing everyone in our path, which is, it's good. This thing's a little bit overpowered. A lot of the two-shot explosive weapons in this game have become the meta. Everybody wants these things for a reason. And now, okay, something important. As you can tell, that Super Mutant had a minigun on him, and they're always guaranteed to drop at least 101. It's usually just sitting at 101 5mm rounds, which is great because unlike the minigun, this thing doesn't spew out bullets as fast as the clappers. Stupid red roach, go away. This thing actually, it's really conservative with ammo, and it does a good job. It's really efficient with its ammo, so killing a super mutant with a minigun can actually net you quite a lot of bullets with this, and quite a lot of kills you can get with just 100 bullets, especially if it's a two-shot explosive one. This would be a good time to mention how easy it is to kill yourself with a two-shot explosive gun, so look out for that. Not to worry, we'll just spawn right back in and then kill him whilst he's standing there. I think he kind of just gave up. None of the super mutants really put up a fight this time, and why would they? This thing's overpowered. Okay, we'll move on to something else. Okay, to give you an idea of the power of this weapon, I'm going to kill Swan with it, and I'm going to kill him very quickly. So, 10 5mm bullets and Swan is dead. Technically 20 if you count the additional projectiles in every shot, but yeah, we're not going to count those. Also, this one dropped a 50 cal machine gun. Good on him. We're not going to be using that one, that's for sure. Okay, looks like Scorchbeast were back. Maybe they had their glitch sort of linked into the fact that you couldn't use those nuke stations, but now they're out and about again, which is good. Now, I've just got myself hit with a spastic feral ghoul, so we'll go ahead and try to take out this dude. As you can tell, this thing's accuracy is kind of holding it back right now. If I went to go ahead and use this thing in VATS, we'd be having a little bit more trouble. Because for some reason this thing, it's probably just because of two-shot weapons in general, their accuracy in VATS is just appalling. So unless we get some really good behavior from old mate Scorchbeast, oh, well thank you very much. We'll be killing him pretty fast now that he's doing this. Unless he comes really close, then we'll probably kill ourselves before. Like that. I think the Scorchbeast was laughing at me. See, there's something to be said about trigger discipline when it comes to these weapons, but I don't think I could have known that I was going to drop down a little hole that I'd just immediately kill myself with. So, you'll get your comeuppance pretty soon. Excuse me, would you fuck off? I don't know where these ghouls keep coming from, but that's really annoying. Also, I almost killed myself there again. So, this weapon is proving to be more of a danger to its user than anything else, which is saying something. Also, I've killed a Scorchbeast quickly with a handmade rifle before. Bugger it. Maybe I'm going about this wrong. Maybe I should unlearn what I have learned about this game whilst being a stealth commander and embrace some cheap power armor tactics. So we're just in our XO1 with a jetpack, no big deal. And what we'll do is we'll just shoot people from the safety of the top of this because of... pleased to see you, Queenie. Let's see how we go against you. Pretty damn well. See, if I adjust my tactics to make sure all of these dudes who ought to be hitting me don't come close enough for me to do damage to myself, then I can find myself being a little bit more successful. You don't even really need a jetpack to do it. If you've got the marsupial thing, you can just do it at will. Just a little bit of action point cost for your jumping and you'll be good. But we're going to just keep on camping from a rooftop. We're just using some of our Battlefield 4 player experience going on here. And once we go ahead and get his aggro, we'll boost up in the air and use up the rest of our AP shooting him down. Okay, we're still in caution, so there are more crabby dudes around. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're either in that bog there, or that might be the last one. Looks like it is. One last scan around. Yep, looks like we're clear. So yep, using the proper tactics for this weapon, namely just getting away from your enemy so they can't hit you. Obviously managing the risk of this thing's ability to kill you instead of kill the enemy is a good idea to make this thing more effective. Okay, I'm gonna go against a Scorchbeast again or two. Let's get two aggro. Let's see how we do. This time I'm not going to let enemies kill me easily by having me kill myself. Although this thing looks like it's not too good in bats at all. So these guys, these mole rats, they're very, very dangerous because they like to jump up in your face, and then yeah, you can get explosive damage on yourself. So we'll just go ahead and jetpack every time they show up. We probably won't use VATS at all because these guys will be taking up all of my action points by having this jetpack here, so just so I don't die. So the survivability here is not from using VATS and sneak attack critting, which is a nice change up from my usual tactics of this game. Although, depending on how good you go, you might find yourself using a lot more stim packs. Let's go ahead and get some third person action here, even though we can't bloody see. Oh, we've got two landing at once. Looks like we're going true double or nothing. Make sure we aim the cannon nice and high to make sure we don't kill ourselves with this. And we should be okay to take out old mate Scorchbeast over here. Now he's just contented to sit there and scream at me, which is a lot easier to kill when they're flying around and screaming, which is a thing that they do sometimes. So all in all, we managed to get two quite easy kills and we didn't kill ourselves. And then there's a cheeky mole rat who waited until I killed all of the Scorchbeast before I dropped my guard to pop up, little bastard. Ooh, a suppressed Gauss rifle. That's a pretty good drop, because if you don't know the suppressor modification and you scrap one with a suppressor, chances are you'll learn about that suppressor, so that's cool. We already know about that, but it's a nice drop all around, so pretty satisfied with that. I think how making the best of this weapon will induce making new tactics and adjusting your playstyle to meet its sort of strengths and weaknesses. So that way, yeah, this thing can do alright. It's quite good on the damage, quite good on the ability to kill you, and quite good at killing the enemies too. So a very dangerous weapon, but if you're disciplined with it and know how to use it properly, you could probably find yourself having a good old time with this. Alright, so to finish off, what I want to do is do this Awol armaments event, and you just talk to this Gutsy to start off, and then he'll go through a little bit of spiel, but he'll get you to push a button at the back of the truck in the trailer. So when he's finished talking to me, we'll go ahead and do that. In fact, can we just skip that just by pressing the button right away? We'll see. Yep, sort of. Anyways, this is going to send out an emergency recall to all of the robots around here, and as you can tell, it's full of Colonel Gutsies, and my thing is broken. Okay, one quick pit stop later. Old mate Sergeant is down over there, but we can clear out these Colonel Gutsies pretty easily. Interestingly, they'll go exactly to where the button is. Is he going to be alright? Probably. So that's probably the first wave taken out now. Next wave will probably come from some other direction. Hopefully it'll realise this in a second. Oh wait, hang on, we've just got a straggler here that I didn't bother to kill, so let's jump over here and then rain down some hell on him. Almost dead, back off a little bit, and finish him off. Easily done. Now we can wait for the second wave. Alright, so the second wave is here, and it's just the one, Mr. Gutsy. Also, I'm standing on top of this, because jetpacks allow you to stand where you probably shouldn't in power armor. Another one shows up from nowhere. You kill him very, very easily. Another one. Exactly the same spot. They're just going to drip feed us one at a time, because last time I just sort of chucked them all at once, or unless that was wave 3. Was it? Can't be. Oh, yep, just another one. This one appears to be a legendary. Last time I did this thing it was legendary, so maybe he's like a actual sort of guaranteed legendary NPC there. Also, we got to watch him because he's going to explode in a second, and he could be going anywhere after that. There we go. With that completed, we get a little assassin's trapper something something. It's a bit of armor, not great, but for quest rewards, what do we get? Forced impacts, things. Not very great things. Also, this Sergeant Gutsy is dead, so yep. I wonder if we got anything extra on that. Probably not, eh? Nope, just a standard Assassin's Trapper chest piece. Well, that's probably going into the bin, and I think you get the point of this weapon. It's quite a weapon, isn't it? But there's something a little bit better than this that everyone's been talking to me in the comments about. I am aware of it, and it's probably coming up next. So if you'd like to see this thing in your game, get it off a friend, because these things are damn rare. Thank you for watching, guys.